Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing so well today. Today we're going to take a look at, basically, we're going to do a comprehensive look to catch up because I feel like I haven't done a pick a card in a long time. I've got a lot of different things, projects moving in my life, so I thought it'd be a good time to just, take a look at what's going on in general, career, love, and then wrap up with spirituality. For those of you who are new, a special hello to you. I'm Zach. I'm a clairvoyant psychic. And in today's reading, we have 3 piles to choose between. Pile 1 is gold apatite. Pile 2 is selenite. And pile 3 is lapis lazuli. So before you choose, make sure you do make an effort to ground your energy. That way, you and I stand the best chance to link up in time and space so that I can bring through the most accurate and useful information. Once your energy is grounded, choose between these piles intuitively, and I will meet you at your reading. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading, guys. It's been a long time. I hope you guys are doing so well today. Let's go ahead and do kind of like a general reading where we kind of look at a lot of different things, like maybe career, maybe relationships, maybe spirituality. So yeah, let's do that. But I kind of want to start with like an overall message. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. If we're doing overall, let's make sure that we pick something that's a little bit less, the tarot can be like super specific. Let's do this. We're going to do some earth magic. I need to get a second oracle deck. I keep using this guy, but no bother. Here, let's just move these two. Okay, so this is for pile 1. We're going to start with a very loose, just general message. Like, I feel like for you guys, I want to describe like what's coming next. Like, what can you expect next? Like, what does the next energy cycle look like? Vision quest with desert. Wow. Okay. So what this tells me is that you guys have been searching for some answer. Now, some of you have been searching for this answer for a long time. Okay. And if you identify with that immediately, this is like a very specific message for you. This is a message to literally go on a vision quest to the best of your ability. Some people, they will fast and go on vision quests. Some people can just, take a couple hours off work and go into the woods and just sit quietly, whatever capacity it is for you. Again, for the people in this reading who have really been looking for like a big answer to a question, like you've been asking and asking for guidance. Okay, the best thing that I can see for you at this time is to sort of allow this message to come to you, and the best way to do that is to go on a vision quest. Okay, you can literally I've been in apartments where I didn't have a lot of room before, and I would close like a pantry or a bathroom, and I'd like totally black out the windows and make it cozy in there with candles and, just sit there, put a little smoke in the room and allow the messages to come, okay? It's a very beautiful card. It reminds me of my time that I spent in Arizona. It almost looks like Cathedral Rock. I don't know that this is, though. So when I think of Cathedral Rock, it makes me think of the other vortices in Sedona. And those places are for healing, okay? But also, to just be very spiritually connected. So I'm getting this concept that, you want to be very close to your spirit guides at this time, or they're working with you in tandem and just literally are very close to you at this time. There's just this, we want answers, okay? Yes, we're looking for answers. And I feel like these answers are to more spiritual questions that you guys are asking. And by spiritual, it could be just very overarching, what direction, what life path. Those are the kind of concepts that are coming through with this card. I really love to see this card. Some of the imagery I don't relate to in this deck, but I just love this one, you guys. Okay, so let's move forward. Okay, let's look at career first. Are we okay? All right. Just saw the devil pop out and then pop back in on itself. Okay, so if there are workaholics here, we're calling you out. I just heard a really distinct ringing in my left ear. So if that was you, leave a comment below. Just be aware of that, okay? If I had to put the lens of career, the devil, and the vision quest all together, the message is that someone's not really satisfied in their career, or there's an unhealthy relationship there, or there's just something that could be brought into a much better balance there. So let me just, Spirit for pile 1, please. Let's take a look at career. Okay, it is here. Oops, sorry, I hope that wasn't too loud. We're going to start with the 5 of Cups. Something's just it's just not it, and you guys, I say that often. I don't mean to sound overly simplified, but that's it, it's just not it, okay? There's something that keeps upsetting us over and over and over again. We feel dissatisfied about something, but let me just see if there's a couple more cards before I go fully down. Oh, geez, nope, we're on the right trail. I just heard it ringing in my right ear now. Okay, just burnout, right? I think that if I were to interpret the devil that popped out in the career lens, you would put these two together. This definitely says workaholic, okay? It says burnout for sure. Let's get one more card. And the Tower. Wow. Okay, you guys. This is the energy that I am feeling, okay? Because the vision quest, it wouldn't necessarily come out unless, you really were searching for bigger answers, okay, to the questions that you're asking. And I feel like you have a little, and let me just explain this, and I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but there's this shell of desperation on the outside is how I want to call it. And I want to call it that way because I feel like when we call things out by what they actually are, we take away a little bit of that power. Because if you guys are feeling a little bit desperate about something, what you're telling yourself, and what I need you to know is what you're telling yourself is that you don't think that you can come up with a solution. That's not true. You have a whole spiritual team that's working with you, okay? There's lots of tarot card readers on the internet. You can even pay for a psychic to assist you. We really need to get clear about something because it seems like we keep barking up the wrong tree and we keep, meeting this dead end, okay? And I'm getting this sense that you really want something a little bit more fulfilling when it comes to career, or there's some really awkward transition that you're navigating in career, or this is the concept of why you're in your job, okay? Are you in a job because you're trying to get the social status, or are you in a job because it allows you freedom? And these are all really important ideas to pile 1. With a Tower here, I love to let you guys know that I wrote on this card because for the longest time I'd get this and it would just take my power, and it's you're a tarot card, you don't get to do that. So I wrote on it in pencil, it's all in your head. So this to me talks about a big mental breakthrough. I would call that an epiphany, okay? So I feel like this vision quest, it's going to be the antidote to what I see as, very dense, very heavy, very confusing energy, going around the same track over and over again, burnout. a mindset that has to get, a foundation that's been established that has to be gotten rid of, because you're putting all your blocks on this one pile and it's getting you to some certain height, but that's not necessarily the right pile. I think that you designed something else. Okay, and Spirit keeps drawing my attention here between this tower and this tower right here. Okay. So I think that you're going to, tower moment, have an epiphany if you were to able to pull yourself away and go on a little bit of a vision quest. Again, the vision quest, it's going to mean something a little bit different to each of you. Some of you, this is very specific. Like, this is literally fasting and researching how to go on a vision quest. Maybe some of you could be led on a vision quest by a shaman. If you have the ability to do that, the resources, some of you need to just research about vision quests and find and experiment with a couple different YouTube videos. I think that those exist. Certainly deep meditation is what Spirit is advising at this time. There's something, I asked about career. There's something to do with your career, and I keep hearing life path, okay? That just seems to be taking energy. And, I'm also hearing that I could be describing, you guys, it's general. I could be describing that this is what you've recently been going through, okay? You've recently had this just epiphany, and you're totally changing how you look at how you make money, okay? There's something about a difference between a career and a job. Spirit is trying to find the difference there. And I think that you guys are trying to find the difference there too. Okay, so try to digest ideas about your job. Like, why did you go for the job that you have? Is it because that little bit of status makes you feel comfortable? Did society and your parents and family and friends and judgment push you to that? Could there be a job where you make just as much money, but you're not going to be exhausting yourself at it, right? These are very important messages here for pile 1. Okay, guys, this has to do with career. Yeah, I think that this truly is the advice, but let me see if I can get something else. Spirit, is there another lens you want to throw on this? This is for everyone in pile 1. This is, a little bit more about career, a little bit more about what I'm seeing. Okay, it is too many. Well, we'll take it. They're all, okay. I love this, you guys. Look at this. 1 second. Okay. Between these cards is riches, okay? What is on the outside? We have Venus, 5th house, in Leo, okay? And on the other side, we have Venus, Aries, 1st house, okay? And I'm seeing just like love and commitment. And in the middle of that, we have riches, Saturn, Capricorn, 10th house. This is an incredibly auspicious card given what we were talking about, okay? Saturn and Capricorn, those are very hard, well-earned energies. Saturn is all about delays. It doesn't deny you what you wish for, but it delays it, because Capricorn, there are steps and lessons and more knowledge. Capricorn is about building a slow and steady foundation in order to get where you want to go, okay? There's something about this message about lust, though, and love. Being on the other side of these cards, okay? I'm gonna see if it comes to me, but I think I'm gonna let it go at the moment, because we are gonna take a look at love anyways, and maybe more information will come out there. But what I love to see, the 10th house is about your career and your reputation, okay? I think that there's something to do with with this gigantic star there. It's reminding me of this lightning bolt there and the crown, okay, and the star nations, your spirit guides as well. And I feel like there truly are, truths for each of you to be revealed during this vision quest, okay? Now, what I'm also getting is that you guys have been struggling with career, okay? Struggling with reputation and building your lot in life, evidenced by Saturn there, okay? But again, in these placements right here, it is very auspicious. And so what I'm seeing, and it's not just because I'm going to tell you what you want to hear, that is literally not how it works. I'm seeing a shift. Okay, this is reminding me of the Wheel of Fortune. I'm literally seeing a shift in your destiny, and that is because I'm interpreting the Tower as the breaking point, or, you don't have to take that interpretation, the breaking point, or an epiphany, okay? A really radical change in the way you think about things, okay? It's like someone's tying success and career to the same rocket ship is what Spirit is showing me. Okay, I'm seeing the stars there. 1 second, please. And it's like, you can't, that's confusing, and those don't mean the same thing. Success and career, don't lump those together. That is as big as an epiphany, especially for my generation. I think the generation before me too, okay? We really kind of confuse success and reputation with career and legacy and all those things. It's really important to make sure that, it is totally fine to have a job that literally just is like for money, right? It doesn't have anything to do with status or anything like that, okay? These are really important messages for pile 1. I see a big shift in your destiny. I've got to say it comes from effort though, okay? I think you've been asking a lot of questions about this, and there are messages that are coming through for you, okay? Now with the shooting star here, okay? And we have these 2 lovers, 2 little cherubs. They're very interesting. I like to see Venus in Leo, 5th house. 5th house is passion, okay? Aries in this with lust, it kind of gives a little bit of a different interpretation of the energy of Venus, where it's like a little bit overindulgent is what I get. So it's like running through little affairs, running through flings like that. It could be stealing your energy, because now I'm picking up on this volcano being as the same as the Tower there. And I think that you guys could stand to have a little bit more boundaries when it comes to your relationships, or there's like a relationship in work that's awkward or uncomfortable or something like that as a general reading. So I'm going to pick up on a couple different messages. Okay, but I feel like you need to guard your heart. This locket right here, this gold locket, I'm hearing from Spirit that you need to guard your heart, okay? Not just give it willy-nilly. I don't want to go down that road yet, okay? So this was career, right? Now let's move forward. We're going to keep this vision card out, vision quest. Okay, now let me reach for my romance deck. We're going to do romance, and then we're going to do a spiritual message. Oh my gosh, I guess if my voice allows me. I got really sick a couple, I guess almost a week ago now. It took me out for almost a whole week. Do I have... Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to have a little sip of water. I don't know why my throat is just like... Okay. I connected very quickly, and I think that could be what's going on. Sometimes that'll happen if the connection is very strong. It's I'm very sensitive, so it really can strain my voice. Spirit, for pile 1, please. I want to pick up on like the next significant relationship. And you guys, I love to look at singles when it comes to these readings. So if I don't touch on, relationship, just stick around. We're going to do spirituality next. Retreat. Oh my God, look. It's time to disconnect from the world. And you guys saw that card flip out. Okay, so ignore the imagery on here is what I'm hearing, okay? The message is crystal clear. Okay, I think that, when these cards came out, it was like this. And it was like something is smothering the career and reputation. Okay, sometimes I will get the message, you guys, really quickly, and it doesn't matter what I was just saying, because that could let me interrupt myself, because here is the answer. It's coming very clear. We need you to be on center stage. Okay, that's the message that's coming through with Aries right here in the first house, because it's like your career and reputation, for some reason, it keeps getting like blinded or covered up by love, because you keep going after that thing. And I'm hearing Morgan Wallen, one thing at a time. Okay, one thing at a time. I think what would be beneficial to you is to focus on yourself, your self-growth, your self-love, and potentially career and reputation, okay? Because when I went to look at love, I said I wasn't going to open up this message until it came out in the cards again, and it literally did. I mean, I couldn't, there's so many different cards here that could come out, and the card that said disconnect from the world, it's just too synchronistic, you guys. We've got to listen to it. So that's the message for you guys when it comes to love. It really is time to pull away, okay? Because there are answers that you're trying to get, okay? You have questions, you have answers that are trying to reach you. And I think that we keep putting our energy into, quick little things, little love affairs, things of that nature. And it's, we only have so much energy, okay? And I think it's taking what is necessary for you to pour in on yourself in order for you to ascend to new heights, to reach this message from Spirit, or to just literally take yourself by the hand. Spirit is showing me the mirror here. Spirit is showing me the mirror right here, and it's like, we want you to love yourself like this, where you hug yourself, right? The mirror, they're showing me that they want you to take the energy you want to put on other people, and they want you to put that on yourself to see how you could be even more radiant. But what I'm hearing is, it's like, this is how you reach your potential. Okay, there are backs of people here. They're fully clothed. Okay, where no faces. Okay. And I think that is the advice, because we have been here too exposed, too naked, too nude, too on the tip of the tongue right there. And Spirit is saying I'm on the nose right now. So we want you guys to take the energy that you put out onto others in pursuing relationships, and we want you to put that on yourself, okay? Because what I'm hearing is, it's like, you don't need to give, and it's an interesting message. You deserve to have that energy more than anyone outside you deserves it right now. They're showing me a goblet of ambrosia, and that is the energy that you willingly hand to other people, but they keep showing me, what if you drank that yourself? How would you feel? How much energy would you have? How radiant would you look? Okay, that's a very important message. Let's wrap up with a more spiritual lens. I want to speak with an animal spirit guide next. Okay, let's give these a very good shuffle. Guys, I haven't done a reading in a minute. Okay, let's do it once more. Spirit, for pile 1, please, is there an animal spirit guide for pile 1? You guys have the Black Panther. Oh my God, it could not be more synchronistic, you guys. It's called Embracing the Unknown, or the Void. You know what I'm going to do for you guys? I'm going to draw one message before I go into this. A message from the Void. I haven't used it in so long. You can see how dusty it is. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to reach in here. And I'm going to pull out a message for pile 1, please. I can feel you. Feel you. It's the one that's folded. Do you feel guilty for trusting yourself? Oh my goodness, you guys. Do you feel guilty for trusting yourself? I heard that for those of you who have been really searching for this answered for a long time, you already know what it is. You already know what the answer is, you guys. And I don't want to push or prod, and I don't want to try to know everyone's situation, okay? Do you feel guilty for trusting yourself? There's something that you know that you need to do. I think it's pull away or end a relationship or something like that, okay? The Black Panther, embracing the unknown, okay? Embracing the void. To me, together it says Vision Quest, okay? Let's just go ahead and crack this book open, though. I think there might be just another message in there for you guys. Oh, I didn't underline anything. Wow. I think you guys need to hear this. If the Black Panther has appeared today, it may be telling you not to worry about the future. Trust that you are not supposed to mentally figure it out at this time. You may need to confront fears of the unknown or being less than you truly are. I think that's what it is. Or an inability to simply be. Let go of fears that appear as obstacles or barriers. We touched on that earlier, right? Embrace the unknown and flow with the mystery that is unfolding in your life. The next step may be leaping empty-handed into the void with implicit trust. In the stillness of the void, find the will to avoid foolish interruptions, going deeper into your own self-discovery and healing process. Here you will discover Black Panther's unexpected blessings. Okay, so I think that this message definitely needed to come through for pile 1, and I'm sending you guys a little bit of extra love and energy for whatever you're going through. It does seem to be a little bit more dense, okay? I saw that in your tarot cards too. And my voice is just like completely kaput. I mean, it was only just like a 20-minute reading. Okay, so be gentle with yourself, but also make the effort to really pull away distraction, okay? And to go within. Some of you need to have the self-confidence to trust that you know the answer to this, okay? Especially if that was really resonant when I opened up your reading with that message, okay? I think that there are people here looking for answers, okay? And I also know that some of you have very, very strong intuition. You would not have one of the most powerful animals to come out if you were not ready to meet this animal spirit guide yourself. Okay, I need to say that again. You would not have the Black Panther coming out of the forest jungle to greet you if you were not ready for this. And with the Vision Quest card here, it tells me that you are ready for this. Okay? All right, pile 1. Well, I want to thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time with me. And if you've made it this far into the video, you can go down, scroll, and give me a big thumbs up, or you can write a comment. Let me know maybe what's going on in your life. And I always take new clients. If you'd like to book a private psychic reading, you can find my email below if you have any questions about that process, or you can find a link to book one directly. And I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world. And until next time, stay divine. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Hope you guys are doing so well today. I just had some coffee. I almost lost my voice in Pile 1, even though the reading was, very short. So, oh, God. I'm starting to feel a little pinch right now. I'm going to do your reading. You might have to turn the volume up. I'm going to do my best to speak and not lose my voice. Okay, so let me just have a sip of coffee. Okay. I'm just realizing now, I don't know if any of you watched Pile 1, but I think that you guys, there could be sort of like a throat chakra moment. I'm having this realization right now. I should have told Pile 1 to cleanse their throat chakra. Okay, so let's just kind of focus in on Pile 2. Maybe I'll tell you what I'm doing. So I want to just touch base because I feel like it's been a minute. I've been super busy, and I also got really sick last week, so I haven't done a reading in a minute. Pile 1 was really good. I knew this was going to come out, so I'm going to leave it even though I wasn't shuffling. a lot. I want to draw a card that basically is like a general energy. Then we're going to take a look at career. Then we're going to take a look at love. And then we're going to wrap up with a spiritual message. Just to sort of, like take a pulse on who is here on the channel. So you guys have the wolf, and I love that, okay? So I feel like you guys are stepping up in your life, okay? You might have an increase in that's another thing. I want to look at like what's to come, like what's next, what can you expect, okay? I feel like there's like a little bit more responsibility that you can expect moving forward, okay? Sorry about my voice, you guys. I don't know what's going on. It's not like, maybe I guess I haven't been talking a lot lately, so it's not used to it, but I feel like it's like literally already fading. So, there's also this message coming through about the throat chakra and finding your own voice. And, the wolf cry is coming through, and this lone wolf is coming through as well. So I feel like you guys are establishing like your voice. And when I say your voice, I think it's more like your point of view, okay, in life. And that has everything to do with the throat chakra. The throat chakra is not necessarily, we shouldn't distill it down to just like pure communication. I think it's like your perspective, your point of view, your opinions, and how you express them. Okay. But the wolf is also a symbol of leadership. Okay. So I feel like, we're having a little bit more responsibility. We're in a period of our lives, we're this next season, it has to do with like either guiding people or being in a more important role or having more responsibility. This could be over yourself, like this wolf here. I think that, I'm getting a split message. I don't really know what to do with it. For some of you, this wolf is looking at his pack over here. For others of you, we've just caught this, wolf in this, image here, and he's just by himself. And so I feel like you guys as well are like leading yourself somehow. And I feel like it's either you're putting more responsibility on yourself or we need you to hold yourself more accountable. Okay. And that's not in a negative sense. I think it's what you guys have already been doing, because there's something about like being able to make it on your own coming through. So the wolf, yeah, is obviously very happy, with his pack. It's easier to take down larger prey, but the wolf is an apex predator. He's very capable of surviving on his own, and you are as well. So I'm getting this very different energy from pile 1. There's something about like you guys, being in a little bit more of like responsible for steering your life. Like when you get the intuitive nudge, the instinct, moving in that direction one way or another, digest that message or that intuitive hit and see what it's meaning to tell you. And, if you're putting questions out there into the universe, when you get an answer, do something with it is what I'm hearing. And I feel like that's kind of what is to expect. Like, what is this overarching energy? Like, why did you come to this reading? It's like, we want to prepare you for a little bit more responsibility, and we want you to be a little bit more accountable for the steps and the actions you're taking in your life, because we want that to thrill you. It's not because we're like here to be like, you need to do this better, blah, blah, blah. We want you to recognize how self-autonomy is going to light you up. There's something about like doing it on your own or being a way shower. Okay, some of you could be life path 1, being a way shower, lighting the way, showing people how to do something, but it's like leading by example as well. But for others of you, it's like when you step into this role of leadership for yourself, though, I hope this is making sense. When you're able to like lead yourself and like take care of yourself and recognize when you're pushing yourself too hard, when you need to give yourself a little bit better food or better sleep, or, adorn your body, get a haircut, and change your wardrobe, things like that. When you do those things and really treat yourself, that's when you start to raise your vibration to a point where you're going to be able to meet different opportunities. And I think that's what's approaching for you. We want to just give you a heads up. There are like opportunities coming up very shortly where you're going to have a little bit more responsibility, and we want you to be more in charge, and we want you to have a lot of confidence where in the decisions that you're making, you know, where you're going, wherever this fits into your life. Okay? Let's pull that off to the side. We're going to take a look at career first. I'm just going to finish my coffee real quick, pile 2, so I don't stay up too late. Yeah. Okay. I made a coffee like way late in the day, and I'm probably, no, I shouldn't say that. I don't want a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's just a lot later than I would usually make a coffee. Can I please have, for pile 1, nope, for pile 2, we're going to take a look at career. Ace of Pentacles, this is your opportunity, okay? I know it. There is some big, wow, look at this. So there's twin peaks right here. And if you look through this rose bush, there's twin peaks. And this message right here, what I'm getting of this archway is like a portal or a pathway or a graduation of sorts. It's like you're stepping through this. Some of you have already stepped through this, okay? But for some of you, this is coming, okay? And that's why it's a general reading, because timelines will vary. Some of you, again, this is in the future. Some of you, this is what you're encountering right now. But for all of you, it is a blessed opportunity because we have this hand emerging from the cloud, okay? But also I'm picking up on a blessed opportunity because this archway right here, this portal, this gateway, it's covered, it's adorned in roses and flowers, and roses are the highest frequency. And so I know that this is like a really blessed beginning for you. There's some opportunity. I just keep hearing opportunity. This could look like a job offer. This could look like an invitation. You're going to have to follow your instincts on this one. There's something, and don't be leery of this, like there's something coming for you, not in a negative sense. Again, it's like you're primed for this. The wolf wouldn't show up for you, pile 2, unless like you were at that frequency where you could, interact with the wolf. It's a powerful creature, okay? And it's like a rite of passage creature. I think that you've gone through a rite of passage, and now you're on the other side of that, and there are going to be things or responsibilities that are given to you, okay? There's just something coming. Let's get a little bit more. You're not going to see this coming, and it's like I think you're going to have to make a move without all the answers. But as long as you're tuning within, you're going to be able to know how to make this move. For some reason, it's being blocked from you. You're not going to be able to see this coming again, okay? But I don't want you to feel like your intuition is blocked. That's an important message, okay? Let me not go too far down that road. 6 of Cups. Here's like this other concept. It could be coming from someone from your past, okay? An invitation to go home or an invitation to revisit a thing you did in the past, something you've done before. Maybe you've left this behind. We're looking at career, so maybe this is something you did when you were much younger, or a dream that you had when you were much younger. I think there's something about letting it go. But when I look right here, there's all of these lilies right here that are just growing in this garden. But now the lilies are in the cup right here, okay? And this cup, it's like being handed to you. So I feel like there's a message coming through between like the flowers that are here and now they're cut and they're put in vases, or maybe they're even planted there. Taking things with you, okay? There's something about taking things with you. Lilies are to do with purity. Lilies have to do with purity. Curious. I get a message about travel. I get an invitation in the mail as well. Something about you feels like you can't make a move. Feels like you can't go after this, but I think you should. Okay? Something feels like it's either you don't see this coming, or you feel like you can't get an intuitive hit on it, or you feel like that you don't have enough resources to make a move, but I'm hearing that you're going to have enough resources. There's something to do with the mind set. That's the sword, the element of the mind that needs to be dissolved in order for you to see this more clearly. Let's go for one more card. The Hierophant. Yeah. Okay. Here is the knowledge or the information that you're looking for, okay? It's also a leader, okay? You guys you're stepping into some leadership role, okay? It would be like, I know this is oddly specific, but this is what Spirit showed me. It would be like you getting an invitation to teach at your alma mater or, your undergrad school. You kind of took a different path for a while, but we're pulling you back there to teach for some reason, or it's like an invitation to go back to where like a grade school or some program and to lecture. This is a teacher right here, this Hierophant. Lecture, to give a speech, to give some sort of, it's coming through as lecture though. And it's like a motivational speech as well. And it's because you're ready. It's because you have some important perspective or lens to share with other people, to show people how far you've come, because there's something about like leading by example, okay? Something about the path too, okay? Let's see if I can get some information about this. What direction do I want to go? It's very interesting. Let's pull one of these cards. Something about it's like going back home. It's not a step backwards though, but what I see are these numbers that are going from 8 to 6 to 5. Okay? And it's like returning to your roots or something like that. Now, this could be just heavily steeped in metaphor, so returning to your roots could not be a travel necessarily, but you picking up on an opportunity, a talent is the Pentacles as well, a skill set that you tossed to the wayside when you were younger because you had some self-limiting belief about it, but I feel like there's some moment of nostalgia. It's a communication, it's a letter from a friend that really stirs you and it kind of reawakens that in you. There's something that you were like really good at. That's what the Hierophant and the Ace of Pentacles says to me. Something you're really good at, but you kind of like set it down. I got these two cards. I guess I will take them. I was really looking for just one. I see romance at the top, but I see versatility coming through. This is the card that I think is the most significant. But this to me says romance too. Okay? Third house, communication. Okay? We also have the Sun and we also have Gemini. Something about being flexible. Okay? Yes, that's what the energy is going on right here with this Eight of Swords. This, again, it's through the lens of career, but sometimes it'll bleed into different realms. But I get with this that, you're going to have to be flexible, or there's like a necessary, the Gemini is of the mind. There is some mental gymnastics that need to happen. Or if you feel stuck, there is mental gymnastics that you can do to get you unstuck. There's just, and this gives me travel as well. So I'm getting like a message, an invitation, third house communication from a brother or a sister. Siblings is third house as well. But I think mostly it's on communication. And you're going to have to sort of like finagle this is what's coming through. Okay? Yeah. Very interesting. I'm super curious. I just don't know if I want to go any further. Because it's general. I can't be too specific, and I feel like we've really kind of identified a lot already. Maybe the way that this message comes through, again, this opportunity, it's just allow yourself to sit with it. I feel like you're going to want to say yes, and I keep holding that back. I feel like you're going to want to pursue this, but there's something that stops you or holds you back from it for some reason, okay? It could be assets, second house there, but I keep hearing that that's not a real issue, okay? And I think that the message, it could also be from a love, a past lover, an invitation, something along these lines, or like something you used to romanticize in the past. We're very good at it, but like let it go again because of a self-limiting belief, or, you know, you just didn't think it was possible to pursue that. And we want you to pick it up again. And then for others of you, I just get like an opportunity, an invitation to speak or to lecture, to give a talk about something. And that's going to be in varying degrees. Yeah, I keep hearing like college, like where you go to college, where you went to college. There's something about like, there's a message there, okay? Spirit keeps showing me, I used to be a TA for advanced alternative processes and photography. I don't do that anymore, but it would be like being asked to go back to school and lecture on those alternative processes. Super interesting, you guys. Sorry if you can hear the dogs barking outside. So let's move forward into the field of romance, love. Again, this is for like mostly single people. You know, if you're in a relationship, you totally can listen. I think it's always interesting. And we're going to do a spiritual message next. So let me, not this deck, but, oh man, thank God my voice, like, oh, I love that. Okay, it cleared out because that's what I thought. That's why I kept trying to pull that message in the beginning of your reading. There's something about a throat chakra opening in for pile 1. They feel like if you guys, I think there's someone in here who's watching pile 1 and 2. And if that's you, just be aware, I think that your throat chakra is like opening. But with pile 2, it would make sense because you're stepping into a little bit more, you know, your energy that you're stepping into, it requires a bit more responsibility, which means that you've moved on your path a little bit. You've grown or you've expanded in some way. That's why I'm not suffering from that pinch in my throat anymore. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Yes. Her garb looks very, very similar to that person's there as well. Oh, wow, they both have their honey-colored hair up into a bun, too. So what I get from this is that there is some sort of relationship that we're picking up on. I kind of wanted one more card, but maybe we don't need it. Children came out. Your love life is being affected by children. When I get this, it used to trip me up all the time. It's beginner's mindset is what I think the message is about, okay? Beginner's mindset. Also, look at the dog right there, the wolf, sorry. And then there's these, you know, domesticated dogs there. It's making me think of the moon card, okay? And the moon card, you have the wild dog and the domesticated dog. So I wonder if you guys have gotten over recently some sort of self-limiting belief about love, how love is going to come into being, and as a result you kind of let those things go. I think your self-love and adorning your body, taking care of your skin, taking care of your hair, what you wear, how you present yourself, you're becoming masterful at those, and that glow up that you're experiencing is what's causing you to be very attractive. There's nothing more attractive than this frequency of purity that I get from this children card. The frequency of purity and beginner's mindset makes you very attractive, magnetic when it comes to love. I'm getting magnetic because divine masculine is electric, divine feminine is magnetic, and Venus and Taurus, definitely divine feminine energy going on. Okay, so let's figure out a little bit about this person. Let's see if I can get any more synchronicity. I want to use the tarot. Spirit, can you tell me about pile 2? Can you tell me about this next person, this next relationship? An R name came through. Wow, you guys, look at that. That card came out again. Someone from the past, blast from the past. Okay, someone from the childhood, but again, children coming through. Very interesting. Now the dogs are all barking outside again. Your love life is being affected by children. This individual might have a child. And I think that that stops them from reaching out to you. Or you may have a child and you think that that makes you not worthy. Something along these lines. I think what the Three of Swords is showing me is where your heart has been. But based on the energy that I'm picking up on, excuse me, your energy is past that. So I feel like you've healed it. I also am hearing 3, 6, 9. You've got a 6 and a 3 there. It's very lucky when it comes to love. Do we have any individual? Do I need to use another deck? Can I pick up on this next connection? I think that you guys could have, something could have happened to you in the past where either you were together when you were very young or you tried to be in a relationship at one point and it just didn't work out. The Lovers is under the deck. These two cards that popped out, I'm not going to take them. They don't feel that great. Okay, so I'm not picking up on anything specific. I'm going to reach for a different deck. But it's more the vibration of you guys. What I'm picking up on is that your frequency, your vibration, it's in your field right now to experience love. Rather like a new relationship, something very light-hearted, very simple too. I almost want to take all of these. It was weird how they slid out so slowly like that. Okay, let's just do it. First card, Dark Eyes. They could have dark eyes. There's something very mysterious about them. Something brooding as well. I'm hearing you gotta let bygones be bygones. There's something about letting the past go. Because, yeah, I kept talking about beginner's mindset, okay, with this individual. If someone from the past comes back around and it really stirs your heart and your feelings, there's an element of needing to let go of the past if you're going to embrace this energy. Yeah, extend your lighthearted energy to others. You're in a period of your life, pile 2. I'm not saying this just to toot your horn and like strike your fancy, but you can get a lot right now, basically whatever you want. Okay, whether that is career success. I feel like it's a very strange energy. Spirit is like, hold back on that message because we don't want to push them in any direction. We just want you to recognize how attractive you are right now. Kind of just take stock of your life and where you are emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because it feels like just recognize what this feels like, what this level of balance feels like. We just want you to use this as a reference point is what they're telling me. But it's and of course, like I would look at this and be like, dang, you're very attractive right now, like in a magnetic sense. You're going to be able to get what you want, so just be aware of that, okay? No need to rush right now. Things are like working in a very alchemical way. Like things are working with you in divine timing. No need to push anything forward. Feel like I might be connecting to a soul, so I'm going to pull back. There's someone in here who's very interesting to me. Glasses and summer love. This is what I'm getting, a summer love. And I don't want you to be like, oh no, like it's, that's it. Like that's all it's going to amount to. It feels really good that that's what this is. And for some of you, it's a general reading. For some of you, this will burn out in a couple of weeks. For some of you, it'll last months and months and months. For others of you, who knows that might be something that turns into something more. But that's what I'm getting. Something very lighthearted, very good for you. This person could have glasses. There's something very interesting about their eyes. Okay, they could have contacts too. glasses. They might wear like really peculiar frames. You might really like the frames they wear. Without communication, there is no relationship. I'm getting that with this, okay? The Three of Swords blocking the heart. I feel like the person that I'm picking up with is someone that you've spent time with before, or you know about them, or they're from your childhood, or they're from your past, or they're from where you grew up. General reading, that's why these things are going to fluctuate. And there was an error in your communication. It's like the way that you guys talk to each other, it was like one of you was too brusque, okay? And one of you lacked trust. That's another one. I think that you guys have grown since. I keep looking at this wolf, and it's like they're looking for their mate. And I look here, and I see the two dogs with a puppy. And then I see that Cupid is there with this couple that is embracing. It's very interesting, okay? For some of you, I get a divine partner. Okay, and it's like you don't have to... It's like this is coming... how do I describe this? It's going to come in regardless of the input you have, because it's where you are right now vibrationally, like frequency-wise. You're very balanced emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. You got all the things figured out. And so you're going to attract that same level. So don't be worried about this connection, I guess is what I want to say. It's your equal, is what I want to say as well. Your counterpart. You're supposed to lead with this individual. What's this last card? Oh, wow. Your lips, my lips, apocalypse. So there is a really strong connection. This person's an excellent kisser, or when you guys kiss, it is just amazing. There's a really strong attraction between the two of you. There's a certain level of respect, too. It's not just rooted in the root and sacral chakras. It's not just sexual. It's deeper than that. Wow, I could keep going. I want to do one more lens, though, for you guys. That was so interesting. I'm looking forward to this summer love. Let me know in the comments. Okay, I want to draw one last card for you. I'm going to take this. We have the wolf out already, but let's just give this a good shuffle. All right, Spirit, so maybe some, just advice, some parting words of advice for pile 2. This is for pile 2. The Badger. The Badger has to do with aggression. The Badger also has to do with working with energy. Plant medicines. I'm getting 11 from this, a very spiritual connection. I'm also getting like an evolution of sorts. I think that you and this person have been going on different healing journeys, and you're not who you used to be. I'm going to just reach for this book because I feel like there could be another message for you. This person could be 29. I know that's so specific. Yeah, Badger is the medicine of many powerful medicine women. For Badger is also the keeper of medicine roots. That's what I'm getting, a very strong divine female in this reading. People with badger medicine will be aggressive enough to make it to the tops of their chosen fields because they do not give up. Badger asks how long you are willing to sit and wait for the world to deliver you your silver spoon. That is the message, okay? I kept getting that when you get the intuitive hit, do something with it, okay? Take the moment to digest that thought. Take the moment to ask, the very precise question. But when you get the answer, do something with it, okay? There's something about you having more self-responsibility. I kept talking about that as well. This is really popping now. This period of your life, what can you expect? There are opportunities coming your way, but you're still going to have to make them happen always, right? But there's something about having not fun necessarily, it is that, but it's enjoy, it's thrill, find the thrill in being able to identify the destination point and getting there. And you get to decide how you get there. Some of you might want to take a long route, a short route to get there just the quickest way possible, the easiest way. It's something about utilizing resources and figuring out how you want to get to that thing. Yeah, if Badger pushed its way into your cards today, it may be telling you that you're being too meek and trying to reach some goal, okay? So Badger asks, how long are you willing to sit and wait for the world to deliver your silver spoon? Okay. In this medicine, the key is to become aggressive enough to do something about your present state of affairs. Badger is teaching you to get angry in a creative way and say, I won't take it anymore. You must follow up by keeping your eye on the goal. Honor the healing process as you express those inner feelings. That's what I'm getting. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed your reading. It was nice to touch base with you. If you've made it this far into the video, you can give me a big thumbs up. Thank you so much. It really does help my channel grow. And of course, I'm always taking new clients. If you'd like to book a private psychic reading, you can find my email below if you have any questions about that process, or you can find a link to book directly. And I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world. And until next time, stay divine. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Guys, it's been a minute, I know. I hope you guys have been doing so well. I have lots of things going on in my life right now, lots of moving parts. I wanted to use this reading for you just to check in. So we're going to cover all our bases. We're going to start with some general overarching message. We're going to take a look at career, love, and then end with a spiritual message. And I'm getting this sense of this is what's to come. This is energy that you can expect to come. Of course, timelines are going to shift. It could be what you're experiencing already, and that's perfectly valid. Or, it could be in the next coming weeks, next coming month. It could be this next cycle of your life. We'll just have to see. Okay, so let's start with an Earth Magic card, and I'm going to make a mental note to get another Oracle deck. I love this one, but okay, we'll take you. Ooh, Summer Solstice with Radiance. Wow. This is interesting. This is your energy in general, is what I heard first. I'm also getting that this is, this is giving me orange, okay, which is sacral chakra, but I associate the sun more with the solar plexus for obvious reasons. But I think what Spirit is showing me is it could be both, but for the majority of you, it is a strengthening or an expansion to your sacral chakra. So this is talking about your sexual energy, and in no perverted terms, our sexual energy is our spiritual energy. It is our most potent form of energy. Sexual energy is how you interact with the world. You can't remove yourself from it. You either like something or you dislike something. You're intrigued by it or you're repulsed. That is sexual energy. And I'm getting this sense of your vessel itself is becoming much stronger. So I feel like you guys are going to be experiencing a little bit more energy in the coming days, or this is what you're currently experiencing right now. You just have a lot more, it could be even libido, but I'm getting like vitality and energy. Also, this sun, there is something about, you know, the face of this sun. It just looks so like it could not be bothered. For some reason I'm seeing, you know, in the Hocus Pocus movies when I forget the name of the witch. She wakes up Book for the first time and he opens his really sleepy eye. That's what I get from the sun. So that Book, you know, it is a source and a well of wisdom and kind of like ancient wisdom, and there is like this depth to it, and that's what I'm getting with this sun here. So it's like there's something to do with it's like a deep core upgrade is what I'm getting, and it's we'll get more information from this as we keep going, but I love to see this so far. What I almost want to do actually is like just go for that little book. I feel like there is another message, so let's just find this. We'll flesh this out a little bit. What is this? Summer solstice with radiance. Oh, I almost flipped literally right there. Okay, let me just read. Okay, this card feels like it should have come out for pile 2, so if you felt really drawn to pile 2, you might go ahead and watch that. We're going to move forward. This is just kind of like a general overarching energy. I'm getting this sense that your message is a little bit more esoteric, a little bit more steeped in metaphor, so we'll just expand this as we go. We're going to take a look first at career. If you guys were curious what the little book said, basically it was just like the more you love yourself and the more that you give love, the more that you receive. Spending time outdoors right now is highly favorable. I'm not really getting that necessarily. It could totally be for you. This is much deeper. There's something about the face of the sun that's almost haunting. And the knowledge it carries, it's like it literally couldn't care less what you or I think, because it always has been and always will be, you know, like into the future. It's so incredibly knowledgeable, right? But a difference between your energy for pile 3 and the energy of pile 2. Pile 2 is all about divine feminine. Okay, so magnetic energy, attracting things to you. Your energy seems to be a little bit more electric, so divine masculine, which links up with this quality of the sun as well. So that's why I think that the emphasis on your next cycle has to do with like an increase in your energy. Your life force is what's coming through, like prana. You're going to have a lot more willpower to do things, but it's also just like literal energy is what I'm getting. You can expect a lot more energy. So let's take a look at career first and see what messages want to come through for career. Can I see this for pile 3, please? Yeah, this concept of give and take, that's very interesting. I sense that there are no big shifts in career. Nothing really big to comment on or to note about career. I think if you were worried about career and finances, things are going to improve, okay? If you're interested in like making a big leap or change, I don't necessarily see that supported. I get more of like things are just going to balance out. Again, if you felt like you've been really overstimulated in career, feel like you've been working up a hill, you're getting this like downhill, like gentle energy, or at least like a plateau. There's no more like moving uphill. If you feel like you've been, really kind of suffering on that end, I think that things are going to balance out. I'm just getting this concept of like give and take coming through. I love that I said give and take, and we have the balance coming through. Again, illustrated with the Two of Pentacles. I also love that, we're looking at career right now, and what cards came out? Literally just the Suit of the Pentacles. And this is the concept that I was getting. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm not getting any big changes. I'm just getting that it's time for you to continue to plod along. But through the summer solstice, I love to see this energy expressed here in the Knight of Pentacles. You're going to have the energy to do the due diligence, right? The only thing that really matters right now is that you keep showing up every single day. Some of you could be creatives, and this is about just putting in the hours, even if your muse escapes you, even if you're feeling like a little less inclined to work that day. It's just, as long as you're showing up, you're going to be supported energetically, and it's actually the dedication and the hours that you put in, the cumulative habit and routine that you make, it's going to like add back to you, is what I'm getting. It's like the more that you're showing up and you're putting in the hours, you're working regardless of not having like the most energy, even though I think that you will have a lot of energy. It's more important, the comment that Spirit is bringing through is that it's the dedication is what's feeding you at this time. I think that there's something that you want to build, some foundation that you guys have already been building or working on, and it's time to just continue that. Spirit is showing me that sometimes there's this period of growth that you can't really measure when you look at it. Okay, it's like, I don't know why this is coming through, but they're showing me like concrete being poured, and picture like dirt on the ground. When you first pour that concrete, pretend it's rising, okay? When you look down on that, you can obviously see the dirt slowly get covered by, like gray cement. But then after that point, it becomes a little bit less noticeable the higher that concrete rises. You can't really see that next fluctuation. That's what Spirit is showing me right now, is where you guys are in terms of career. It's certainly not a bad energy. It's not a bad energy at all. I just sense that it's time to just keep showing up, do your due diligence. Things right now are about plodding along, putting in the hours, and not necessarily getting stuck or lost on not being able to observe new growth. I'm getting that there's a lot in the way of like a foundation being built, and we're building upon this foundation. So if you guys, we're under a new moon right now, I'm getting the concept of planting seeds of intention. It would be like a really good thing for you guys. I don't know why that came through really quickly. You guys might be building or interested in building something new in career. This would not say don't do that. This would say get ready for the long haul. This is like big picture thinking as well. So yeah, just to, wrap up, I think that things in terms of career look very good. I just don't see any new energy, but I don't want you to get discouraged by that. And I think that you can look forward to having a bit more energy to work with. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at relationships and love, and then we'll move forward with a more spiritual message. So this is for, loosely, it's for single people, but I always think it's really interesting to watch anyways. So let's see if I can get a couple cards again. So Spirit, for pile 3, please. Are there any new relationships or, for singles out there? We got one card. Let's start with it. Soulmate. Soulmate. When I said soul, I felt a huge stirring in my stomach, my solar plexus, and I read soul as the S-O-L Spanish, soul. Yes, this is your soulmate. This is very interesting. And the card, flopped out. So I'm not going to draw any more from this Romance Angels deck, but I want to get a little bit more information about this. It's very interesting. There's something about your energy, you guys, that is very grounded and very still, and that's not a bad thing. Interesting. There could be someone on your mind right now. Regardless, we're talking about love. We're looking at singles. And I'm getting this concept, a very strong concept, that there is a person, a partner. I want to make sure that we go about this in the right way. Spirit, how do we want to open that? We'll definitely use, if you guys are like longtime viewers, listeners, I have this deck that I finally split into 2. So we can get some characteristics or things that are important. But Spirit is showing me that it's like there's an important message that is attached to this. Okay, so just give me a second. We'll get a message for you guys. Spirit, what is it about this soulmate? It's really important. Oh, wow, you guys. The Knight of Cups. Wow. Wow, I love to see this. I think that by this summer, you're going to meet your soulmate. And I don't say that lightly, and I don't say it just because I want you to hear it. The energy that I'm feeling, I don't know if you can pick up on my tone. I am like very level right now. I am very quiet, very grounded, very level. And the messages that are coming through are very synchronistic. It's almost like Spirit is having me flip through a dictionary. Does that make sense? It's like you wouldn't question the definition that you were reading. It's coming through as just very matter of fact, I guess is what I'm trying to say right now. Wow. This Knight of Cups, I love to see that. Especially around this summer. Okay. So we do have a person confirmed, which is great. In pile 2, I was getting a strong message about love, just more that those people were at the right vibration to receive like really good love. I wasn't getting any confirmations with the tarot though. You guys had a card flip out, and not only did you have a card flip out, but it was a court card. And of all the court cards it is the Knight of Cups. So I like this relationship. It is also the second night that has been in your reading today. And the nights to me are all about kind of like setting foundations or things moving, works in progress. Okay, so I think that this individual has been working on themselves. I think that you have as well. There's something about celebrating love this summer. Okay, between now moving into the summer, I don't think it's just one individual because this is a general reading, but there's real, especially for singles, you're meeting someone. This person, they could be a water sign, okay? What is that? Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, right? Could be one of those. Let's see if I can get any synchronicities going on. Spirit, this connection, please. Leo. Pisces. Gemini. Okay, so those are the top couple of signs. Leo is giving me the sun. Pisces is obviously giving me this energy here. And then Gemini. Gemini, you know what's really interesting? I feel like, and I might be reading too much into it, Gemini is giving me twin souls, twin flame, which is soulmate. Pisces, obviously Knight of Cups. Leo, obviously the sun. It's like, I'm just getting this really strange energy that it's like, things are just very interesting right now, you guys. I'm sorry, I keep getting a little bit distracted by that. I just feel like there's a message that I'm supposed to be relaying. I just don't really know what angle I'm supposed to come at it from. Don't take that as like a negative thing. I'm just very curious. I'm really connected right now, but I don't really know what to do with this besides to keep it really light and interesting. Knight of Cups, King of Wands. I'd love to see that too. That would be a power couple. Can I have one more? I was getting a choice. I literally should have just said that. I'm getting this concept of a choice coming through. There might be two people, okay? One would be older than you or very established in their career, potentially a fire sign, spiritual in nature, a lot of energy, a lot of libido too, okay? High sex drive that makes them an excellent healer. I am getting this concept of a choice, okay? And I'm getting this concept with the Two of Wands here. It's like one of them might live abroad or in a different state, okay? You're not going to be able to miss this person, though. This is like, it's slated, is what I heard. And that you could interpret that as fated, but it's like slated. It's like on the books already. Let me just keep going, you guys. Not always can I just blab the whole time, and I'm more curious. I will get some information about them, but I'm more curious about this energy that I'm feeling. So let me just keep going with the conversation I'm having with Spirit. The card that wanted to come out was this romance card. Wow. Love is undeniable. It's undeniably... two. Another two. There's a concept of choice coming through. Spirit, can you give me kind of like an arena of like, why am I feeling this way about this? Again, you guys, there's nothing to fear. There is something else here, and I don't want to put my finger on it until I have more information. 12. That's what I'm getting. 12th house is like travel, it's seeking. It's also a very spiritual union. Some people call 12th house hidden enemies. I'm not getting that concept for this. It's just, it's a very lighthearted energy. Let's just move forward. Maybe we'll reveal some things with these cards. Okay, let's pull from the white ones first. Unique hair. Unique hair. Music is my love language. This person, I'm getting this concept of like they either wear wigs or there's something very unique about their hair. For example, some people who don't have hair will tattoo the appearance of hair. Or this person could literally shave their head and have just tattoos visible instead of their hair. Music is their love language. Katya. Let me just keep going, you guys. All right, Spirit, what is this energy about? Just give me a little bit more. I'm going to reach for this other deck. This is for pile 3. Summer love. Yes, we know this is coming this summer. That's a really great confirmation, though. Friends with benefits. Could be the Knight of Cups. Summer love with friends with benefit could be a double confirmation that this isn't something that's going to stand the test of time. However, we're starting this entire interpretation through soulmate, which obviously is. You might not take each other seriously, okay? Because the Knight of Cups, because I was reading it through the sun and the soulmate, I was giving them a lot of credit. However, the Knight of Cups is often a dreamer, someone who doesn't really stick around all the time. The Knights are really good at getting projects off the ground or to teach and deliver us lessons or to give us experiences, but might not always stand the test of time. However, you guys had the Knight of Pentacles already show up in your reading. That Knight is worth sticking around. The Knight of Cups in this, what I'm getting from this. Crush. I'm just getting this message, you guys. It's like you're almost not going to take it seriously because it feels too good to be true. There's something about your union that feels very divine. Star-crossed is actually what I'm hearing. I just heard star-crossed. And it's like you didn't realize that you could get everything that you asked for and more. And it's like the and more part that's like the most important part. It's like you didn't realize that the universe could code someone to be so perfect for you. There's an element of that, just text them. There are things like that just there's something about this that you're not fully gung-ho about. You feel reserved about it, but the chemistry is undeniable, okay? But there's something where it's like I think you almost lack the self-confidence because this person feels too good to be true. There's something about this union where you feel like you don't want to step on anyone's toes. You don't want to come across as over-interested. You don't want to come across as overbearing or too interested, something along these lines. And again, I'm describing energy, so it's a little bit hard. That energy could literally mean the exact same thing as this person's at a distance, and so things are a little bit estranged in the beginning. Those energies feel exactly the same to me. Maybe I can get one more from here. From your childhood. Okay, this person could be someone from your childhood. Okay, maybe you don't live near home anymore and you've moved away from that. Let's move on. Let's move in a it's a general reading, so there are literally, I could see myself going down like 5 or 6 different paths right now based on, I can feel like really strongly like 5 or 6 energies here, which would be a reflection of you guys who are watching. But I don't want to pick one because that's too specific. And I really do feel like I can feel like at least 5 people here. And I know that there are 5 different messages. It's just, you guys understand that like if I went to this route about distance, that would be one thing, but it would lead me down so much further towards that one person. There's also a message coming through about things not being exactly how they seem. So I don't know if this is something that's superficial or if it's something where you lack the self-confidence to recognize that this person sees how beautiful that you are, and they also recognize this spiritual union. I also think that this this King of Wands could literally be a third party. And I can't go down every single one of those paths. It's a general reading. But what I can get from this, you guys, is this is the strongest confirmation of love compared to the other 2 readings that I did. So that is definitely something that you guys have to look forward to. So that's really cool. Let's move forward and go ahead with our spiritual lens. Wow. I mean, look at that, you guys. Soulmate, you have the Knight of Cups pop out as the first clarifier, and you also have the Summer Solstice with Radiance. That is beautiful energy in your future. Okay, we're going to do an Animal Spirit Guide. Okay, let's give these a good shuffle. Actually feels really good already. Okay, Spirit, this is for pile 3. Maybe just parting advice. Just give us a spiritual perspective about what we can experience or what we're experiencing this next cycle. The Turtle, wow, that was on the bottom of the deck. Mother Earth, Gaia, kind of like really nurturing energy. Let's go ahead. I'm going to just open up this book. I've been doing that a lot lately. Just because I don't need to sit here and try to do everything clairvoyantly. It's really exhausting, as you can imagine. And this is just, literally, it's like using jumper cables or something. It gets the point across much faster. If I underline things, it looks like I haven't underlined this one though. Okay, let me just scan a little bit, you guys. Okay. So the first message that's coming through was a little bit carried over from your career lens. Remember, all the energy that we had was about observing the foundation and about things being slow and steady, but I also made the comment about planting seeds of intention. So let's read this a little bit for you. Turtle buries its thoughts like its eggs in the sand and allows the sun to hatch the little ones. This teaches you to develop your ideas before bringing them out into the light. Look at the old fable of the tortoise and the hare and decide for yourself whether or not you would like to align with turtle. Bigger, stronger, and faster are not always the best ways to get to a goal. When you arrive, you may be asked where you've been and why, or you may not be able to remember. In that case, arriving prematurely can make you feel very immature. If you draw the turtle card, it augurs a time of connecting with the power of Earth and the Mother Goddess within. This is a reminder of the ally you have in Mother Earth. It does not matter what situation you have created. Ask for her assistance and abundance will flow. The sun is also another symbol of abundance, high times, happy times. I think that what the turtle is here is, why the turtle is here is something to do with making sure that what you're growing, you're doing it consciously. You're not just scattering seeds of intention and just looking at which ones pop through the surface and then going over and tending those. What Spirit is showing me is it's really important to be very intentional about what you're growing next and about how you use this new energy that you're going to be moving in. It's like things are supported. The Spirit is showing me it's like you can drive anywhere you want and a magical gas pump will appear and will fill your tank for free. But, it's not forever though. So use and plant these points, these destination points, what you want to grow. Pick them very intentionally. You're going to be able to get there with this fuel that I see that you're going to be working with. But it matters that you're choosing intentionally. You're going about things intentionally, because it's the concept of the full idea that is being expressed by the turtle card. We want to make sure that your ideas are fully realized and you're not scattering about different energies. And this can fit into any area of your life as well. 10 is like the end of a cycle. Something has been completed. So we want a whole idea. So with that energy of career coming through so strongly, I feel like just make sure that you know where you're going, but you also have the why and you have the how. Those are really important, because what Spirit is showing me is that you might have a bit more luck. You might get to where you're wanting to go faster or more efficiently if you can better distill the why and the how that you're doing this. Spirit is showing me you could have a little bit more efficiency. They're showing me better gas mileage. For some reason. I also think, because it is the second time that we have a message about grounding in nature, I think that could be useful for you. For some reason, I'm not getting that though. I want to literally pause this reading and continue your reading on my own, because I just have this unfinished energy about this. I'm sorry. That's a funny place to leave you guys. So, you know what? Where is that? I am just way too curious. That basically is your reading, you guys. I really enjoyed it. I think that there's beautiful energy to come. This is what I'm getting. I love that card flew out like that, okay? You might work with angels. Okay. 5 is about passions. Okay. You're getting that. With your career, you're feeling passionate. That's another form of the sun, this new energy that you're going to be experiencing. You could be passionate about a project and thus feel so motivated to continue to do it. The passion is also coming through with soulmate. Leo is popping for another time. So this individual could literally be a Leo, okay? Or this happens during Leo season. right? We also have Jupiter, okay, which is the planet of expansion, and I think that makes sense right here with the summer solstice, okay, abundance. Now, what's very interesting is that this angel is carrying a flag, and on that flag is this literal sun. Okay, let me keep talking through this. And so this angel is also pointing out and touching this star. And the touching, it's reminding me of the creation of Adam, the fresco by Michelangelo on the Sistine Chapel ceiling. The creation of Adam, the fingers touching the star. So the message that I'm getting is that it's like promotion energy. And I hesitate to use it because it's so clunky, but what Spirit is showing me is like, there are 4 stars in the sky, and wouldn't it be amazing to reach a star? Well, you can, but if you went after all of them at once, you might not have enough jet fuel to get there. But if you had just picked one from the very beginning, you would easily be able to get there. And then you would have reached a star. You would have reached this pinnacle moment. You would have gotten that big dream of yours realized. What's interesting is it says Terra here, which is Earth, which is Mother Earth, which is the turtle here, okay? And we have the sun up here on that flag. 2 totally different decks being linked with this one card, and the angel in between. I think soulmate gives me very angelic energy as well. And so there is the channel created here, getting grounded, but also using passion to fuel you, to go the whole distance. I feel like this angel is here to sort of to get you kind of excited or energized about they're like giving you a little bit of a glimpse into the future. Spirit just showed me flipping to the end of the book and reading the last page. There's something that you can expect to get recognized about. It could be this summer. It could be something that you're building, something that you're creating. We want to make sure that idea is fully realized, though, with this turtle. Because you have the potential to get recognition for this in a very big way in the Terra, in a material sense, in an earthly sense. You're supposed to plant your flag in it, is what I'm hearing. Like you're supposed to reach this pinnacle. I think, you guys, that's as specific as I can be in this journal reading. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for spending a little bit of your time with me. If you've made it this far into the video, you can give me a big thumbs up. Thank you so much. It really does help my channel grow. Of course, I'm always taking new clients. If you'd like to book a private psychic reading, you can find my email below if you have questions about that, or you can find a link to book one directly. And I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world. And until next time, stay divine.